Hey everyone, Zach here. Now on to the 4th episode of Voltron Legendary Defender's 3rd season, Hole in the Sky. Not a breather, not a relaxing one like I speculated. Very interesting one and very unique mission. In their travels, the team discover what apparently is an Altean distress signal. And that gives Allura and Karan hope about possible surviving members of their species. When they arrive at the ship, it's stuck in a very strange energy anomaly that apparently registers very much the same as Voltron. And when they pass through it with Voltron, they find themselves without the castle in sight, but apparently in the same place as they just were. When they board it, they find not a strange version of Slav and what seems to be Shiro, but is apparently a guy named Sven. And very soon they do find, in fact, surviving Alteans. And it's soon realized that they crossed into an alternate reality, where after King Alfor's death 10,000 years ago, Allura stepped up as Empress and used Voltron to conclusively defeat the Galra before their conquest even really spread throughout space. And overall, that excites pretty much everyone to hear that news. Wonder about that possibility. But it's soon realized that they've sort of done the Galra's work for them. In place of defeating those conquerors, they themselves have become conquerors. They make the claim of bringing peace and stability, but they subjugate everyone they find. They made innovations in a sort of cranial implant device that not only removes irrational, violent behavior, but overall their willpower. And it's even coldly noted they're not slaves, because slaves have will. They concern themselves with rebelling, with escaping. But the way we've converted people, they're completely subservient to us now. And in that very skewed perspective, that's what they consider peace. And in fact, Slav and Sven are part of a resistance movement to the Alteans called the Guns of Gamara. Apparently an alternate path, parallel in a way to the Blade of Marmora. And the anomaly aboard the ship was from this strange comet that again reads very much like Voltron. And now the concern is to keep this out of the mirror universe Altean's hands, because they hope to use it to cross over to other realities to spread their idea of peace. So yeah, pretty tense one, a bit of a morally complicated scenario. And it does connect a bit with the past, because it was previously indicated that the Voltron lines were made from an unusual comet. Though that kind of made me wonder, in the alternate reality, where Voltron was. If it's still being wielded by the Alteans. And maybe the way the lines were constructed, perhaps they can't be melted down or deconstructed to get to this comet material for reality crossing purposes. Guess that might be left a bit of a mystery. But yeah, it opens up very interesting things. It's not just really a battle throughout space, it could be through parallel realities, or at least with the understanding that such a multiverse exists. And a bit of a character thing I was wondering about: the main mirror universe Altean, Commander Hera, I think is her name. She reminded me a lot of Kuvira from Legend of Korra from the 3rd and 4th seasons. Their designs are quite a bit similar, and their characterization is pretty much the same. Sort of an imperialist female general, possible dictator, sort of seeking military enforcement and overall just the use of force to bring their skewed view of peace and stability. And she even sounded a lot like Kuvira, but I don't think it was Zelda Williams. But I'm wondering if that was an interesting revisit of that concept they had from that series. Anyway, I think stuff with these comets might be a major part of this season, likely the next. We'll see how that develops. See you in episode 29.